This is Toast to Our Differences, presented by schuh.
Hey guys, and welcome to Toast to Our Differences. My name is Vuj and this is
Morgan.
And we have linked up to host a series exploring very complex topics that are relevant to our society today.
A lot of people feel uncomfortable talking about these subjects, so it's going to be amazing to have our guests and experts in to help us and educate us on having an open conversation.
Yo, hello everybody. Welcome to Toast to Our Differences. And today's episode is about sustainability and how do we live in this world in a more healthy way with how we consume. And today we have Tessa from Olio, a wonderful app that Tessa's going to tell us about. And we do have Drillminister in the building.
Boom, bam.
A political drill rapper, talking, I'd say, very consciously about many problems in society that we have. And you're running, I believe, for mayor. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. It's going pretty well as well.
You have this app called Olio.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what it is and how are you trying to make a change with, I guess, the environment and sustainability and what your app does?
Yep. So Olio exists to tackle one of the biggest problems that most of us don't know about, and that is the problem of food waste. So globally, and kind of hold on to your seats because this is all a bit grim, but globally, a third of all the food we produce each year gets thrown away. And that's worth over $1 trillion. And then alongside that, we have 800 million people who go to bed hungry every single night. And they could be fed on a quarter of the food that we waste in the Western world. And actually a report just came out which said the number one most important thing humanity can do to solve the climate crisis is reduce food waste. And that came above electric cars, above solar power, and above a plant-based diet. Meanwhile, in our own country, here in the UK, we have over 8 million people living in food poverty. So we throw away 14 billion pounds worth of food. We've got 8 million people living in food poverty. And Olio solves those problems by connecting people with their neighbours. So if you've got some food you don't want or need, snap a photo, add it to the app. Your neighbours can request it, and then they pop round and pick it up.
Oh,
That's an
I need to
amazing idea.
download that because I'm always hungry as well.
Wow. Yeah.
We were saying off camera, I don't know how you are, Drilly, but back in school, when my friends didn't finish their food, the first question out my mouth is, are you going to eat that? Do you have any takes, though, Drilly, on the environment?
Like, this issue has been bugging me for a while. That's why people kind of connect me with our ecosystem, etc. Most of it ties down to the fact that little Ella Deborah, who was a little girl in London, she passed away from air pollution. That was brought to my attention a long time ago. This obviously shocked me that London tried to sweep that underneath the carpet. Luckily, being a rapper and whatnot, it made virality, got viral, got me to say the point on television. And a guy who had a charity that was doing a company that basically was looking at the air pollution in each level of London, connected with me in order for him to get his point of view out there as well.
So I think we've just got enormous power. And what we want to do at Olio, and it sounds like Drilly's trying to do this as well, is just empower people, everyday people, and get them to kind of force governments and businesses to start making the changes that we want. The world is interconnected. We think that we live in our own little bubble here and it's got nothing to do with anyone else, but that's just not true. Like, in a country like the UK, we consume as many resources. Like, if everyone in the world lived like a typical British person, we would need 3 planets. If everyone in the world lived like a typical American, we would need 5 planets. Like, we don't have 3 planets, we don't have 5 planets, and our behaviour here in the West is directly impacting people elsewhere in the world, because our behaviour is creating all that waste that's being put on a ship and sent to the other side of the world. Yeah. Our waste is putting carbon into the air, which is heating up the planet, which is causing, fires and tornadoes and heat, and is making people kind of homeless on the other side of the world.
So when we're saying it's all of us, we're all in it together, you're not really talking to the man in Zaire. You're talking to the man that's in Russia, or the man that's in Norway, or the man that's in France, or the man that's in Britain, or the man in America. You're talking to the Western countries that have done this to the planet, that don't care about the planet, because all they care about is profit. And now it's come back to bite man in the arse. No matter if you live in the Western world or the Eastern world, you're destroying the whole planet.
There is a certain level of responsibility that needs to go to the social media platforms as well, especially my generation. When you grow up and you see all these things and they look so great, you gravitate towards them.
Yeah. But I think the important thing is just to be aware and to recognize that you're probably being played.
Yeah.
And someone is trying to take either your money or your time or both. Yeah. And the minute you just kind of start saying, who's playing me here? Who's really benefiting it? You can start sort of thinking differently. But the other thing is also, it's not about saying living sustainably. It's not about saying go without.
Yeah.
But it's about making small changes or kind of simple swaps. So let's just take an example, a swap that I've just made this week. Lipstick, okay? Every year, 1 billion lipstick cases go to landfill. 1 billion.
Whoa.
But instead, an alternative is that I can buy a refillable lipstick. And there's quite a few brands out there that are now doing it. And it's kind of, when you think about it, it's obvious.
For me, it's about, like I said, it's capitalism versus sustainability. So if you can merge the two, I guess if you can try to pat capitalism on the back, it will allow you to be sustainable somehow. But other than that, it's like what the lady's saying. It's down to us. It's down to the people. It's down to them individually to do X, Y, Z.
I don't know how you guys feel, but the problems can feel so big, and you can find so many holes in them all because there's so many things going on, and there's a lot of hypocrisy in general, politics, etc. That if we kind of concentrate on the local and our most immediate environments and the people around us in our local area, that's how I guess the change can start, and we can actually make a positive change in all aspects, not even sustainability, environment, but in everything, mentality, how we speak to each other, how we treat each other.
Yeah.
We can
if everyone worked for themselves, the whole world would be
exactly. What we say is it was billions of small actions that got us into this mess in the first place, right? And so surely, by the same logic, billions of small actions can help get us out of it.
I think we have gotten to the stage where we need to wrap up, and I think we've gotten to a good stage where we have learned a lot, and we're toasting to our differences. It's been a big privilege to have you both here and to listen to you and to educate us, Tessa, about everything that you were talking about, sustainability and becoming greener as a human being. Drilly, running for mayor. I hope you win it.
Drilly for mayor.
Drilly for mayor. Tessa, I want to see you find a slogan. Let's get it on. You guys collaborate in some way as well. I don't know.
I'm going to download Olio.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you, Tessa.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Pleasure. Thank you, guys. Take care.
I'll give you a few examples of things
go on, Drilly.
we can do. So these are like secrets of my policies. I'll give you like insights. So things like